Please be quiet and courteous to others and silence your cell phones now.
What the hell?
Thanks for these earrings.
What happened last night?
You don't remember, do you?
Are you guys mad at me for something?
I don't want to hang out at Ma's anymore.
Don't make me drink alone. Don't make me drink alone.
Man.
I felt this was appropriate for the review that I'm doing. What's going on YouTube? It's that place to be chill, Mr. Andy, back to give you guys another movie experience. By the way, I am of age. We are going to be looking at the new flick from Blumhouse, which seems like they're on a roll lately. And it's a new kind of teen slasher flick, which is not really a teen slasher flick, called Ma. Ma starred Octavia Spencer in the lead role, and also having the director from The Help, Tate Taylor, who was working with Octavia Spencer back during The Help. And we get this group of teenagers who want to go drinking, and then they have this middle-aged lady go buy her some alcohol, but then she brings them over to the basement to have a party, but then a lot of creepy stuff is happening. And then we try to, Ma is not all what she thinks to be. So within this review, I'm going to give you guys the good, I'm going to give you guys the bad, and I'm going to give you guys the experience. Starting off with the good. The good in this movie is obviously Octavia Spencer. Octavia Spencer knows how to demand a screen and your attention when she's in a movie, because that's why she is an Academy Award winner. Octavia Spencer in this movie, one thing is that she is pleasant and creepy, and you feel for her all at the same time. There's times I watch this movie, I'm just like, yo, Octavia Spencer doing it. Then I'm like, oh man, this girl messed up. And I'm like leave my alone, top down there. Or there's also parts of the movie I'm just like, yo, we gotta put a bullet in her head kind of thing, because it's about crazy. I'm feeling all those kind of reactions with this movie, and she does bring it. And it's not the teen slasher kind of flick here. That, like I said, Blumhouse doesn't know how to do this, and I actually like the creative way they kind of go here. There is a little bit of a twist in there. I mean, it's not really noticeable, but I mean, when it comes, it's like, oh, okay, I didn't have too much of a problem with that. I mean, but she's really good in the movie. There are times that you're like legit creeped out in this movie, and that's one thing they do bring to it, in my personal opinion, that, you know, you can, it's very kind of creepy. You know, they do bring a horror element to it, because it's supposed to be a horror movie. But you know, creeped out and weirded out, and then once again, it all goes into the performance of Octavia Spencer. Now, of course, with all that good that's in there, there is some bad in some movies. So let's get on with the bad. So the bad in this movie is teenagers are dumb. I don't know what it is, but Tate Taylor does not seem to know how to write teenagers in any of his movies, not just this one. And this one, it shows, because you know what? We all were teenagers. Now, I wasn't one of the teenagers that did some underage drinking kind of thing. I was 21. But we all did dumb things as teens. But in the back of your head, there's always that red light. There's always that awareness that you gotta have. You just can't be that oblivious and that dumb. Now, of course, when they come from, they're from a small town like Ohio, and when you're not really used to the world and used to how things work, like you live into a big city, there's a difference. Because my family came from down south, very small town in Andalusia, and then you got Philadelphia, huge city. Difference. There's things you can do down south that you can't do up here. So fine, but these teachers is dumb. And I'm looking at, there's certain scenarios where it's just like, hey, you know this lady is crazy, that she is doing obvious crazy things to you, and you still want to go back to the basement because it's somebody's party or somebody's celebration. Like, how does that overrule the problem? And the other unfortunate thing is that what you do see in the trailer is what's in the movie. And they probably, in the marketing thing, they probably show a little bit too much, no, a lot too much of things that was in the trailer that's in this movie. It doesn't really mess with the experience for me too much in the movie, but because once again, I'm in the movie, but it'd be better if I didn't see certain things. And this movie's plot, out of everything that goes on with it, it falls kind of weak in a way, where it could have went so much deeper. you could have went there, but it looks like they didn't want to go that route because you're gonna go start getting to Get Out territory. But this time it could have went a little bit deeper, but it didn't. So it kind of bummed me out. Okay, so now let's get into the experience. As you know, me and my wife have beautiful baby girls, so now we got 2 kids in the house, so it's hard to get out anywhere. So when we got lucked up and had a little babysitter, so we could just go out there and check Ma. And like I said, it wasn't that many people because this movie came out last weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Right now we're on the X-Men hype, and we get ready for a lot of other movies coming out, so there's not that many left in there. So it was only about a handful of people in there though, but it was still pretty good. So right now, with all the things I said, Octavia Spencer is great. The teenagers are dumb, and there are things that could have went a little bit deeper. But I'm going to actually give Ma a hashtag give it a chance, which equates to a C. If it went a little bit deeper, I would have went in a little bit higher up on the grade though. But I do think you should hashtag give it a chance because Blumhouse, I've liked Blumhouse produced movies. They really make any kind of bad horror movies for me. I'm actually in there with them. So post that in the comments down below if you guys have seen mine, if you guys enjoyed mine. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed my review of mine. Hit the subscribe button for more movie reviews right here on Nerd Coalition. So once again, this is NC, a place to be. Children's Member saying D, and I'll see you at the movies.